What's up, YouTube world? Seafood Vic here. I haven't posted anything in forever, but recently I saw something on here that I just felt I had to address. Um, there's an instructor out there, martial arts instructor, who recently put out a 4.5 minute video explaining the difference between what he calls self-perfection training and self-preservation training. The premise being that self-perfection training is training in techniques that you'll never actually use in a life and death encounter. For example, twirling your stick, uh, abanicos, things like that. Also, uh, knife disarms is one of the things that he says are techniques that you do for self-perfection, but in real life you'll never actually try to disarm a knife. I agree with that. You never will in real life actually try to put your hands anywhere near a live blade. It's the quickest way to lose a finger, or two, or three, or get an artery cut. So then that begs the question, why then, if we know we're never going to use these techniques in a live situation, in a life and death encounter, are we training these techniques? And his explanation is these are self-perfection techniques. These are to bring out your body mechanics and for line familiarization and blah blah blah. I've heard this argument before from that particular instructor and others. And here's what I have to say about that. I believe that years ago. I swallowed that, drank the Kool-Aid, hook, line, and sinker. And my time in the Marine Corps, my time training as a Marine and training Marines, made me realize, as well as years as a bouncer in New York City and getting into some pretty bad scrapes almost on a nightly basis for 5 straight years, taught me something. When the shit hits the fan, when you've got somebody coming at you with the intent to take your life away, when rounds are bouncing around your head and shit's exploding all around you, you're going to lose about a good 70-80% of your technique, and the only thing you're going to resort to is that which is second nature. Your body is going to fall into a self-preservation mode, life and death mode. All you're going to do are the things that you need to do to survive, and that the stuff that your body has made second nature. I said that earlier. So there's a reason why in the military, when you're practicing your combat marksmanship, there's a reason why you do certain movements over and over again until it's smooth and it's part of almost as like breathing. When you're doing your reload, your rapid reloads, when you're doing your transition drills from your primary assault rifle to your sidearm, things of that nature, when you're doing your box drills or stuff like that, there's a reason why you don't do anything that you're not actually going to do in combat. What do I mean by that? When you're doing a freaking rapid reload drill, you don't twirl the rifle and throw the magazine up the air, catch it behind you, and then reload the weapon, do you? No. You drop the mag and you put the new mag in. You practice the quick reload. When you're doing a transition drill, you don't throw a rifle up in the air, pull the sidearm out of the holster, flip it to this hand, flip it back to this hand, and then fire your weapon, do you? No. Why? Because when the shit hits the fan, you don't want to have to make a decision. Okay? Some people think that there's some kind of a switch in your head, that when the shit hits the fan, you're going to be able to say, oh, this is a real life encounter, this isn't training in class, so I'm not going to actually go for that knife disarm. Bullshit. If that's what you're trained and that's what's become second nature, that's what your body's going to do. You're not going to be able to sit there and make a decision, because there's a thing that's called Hicks Law. Hicks Law states that the more decisions your brain has to make, the slower your reaction time will be, and it's proportional. So if you have all of these different decisions that you're going to have to make in your head, you're not going to react. Okay? So if you're sitting there practicing techniques that you're not actually going to use in a live situation, those are the techniques that your body is going to resort to. You're not going to be able to say, oh wait, this is live, this isn't training, so let me do the live training or the self-preservation techniques now. Let's not do self-perfection techniques. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. See? What these instructors won't tell you is the reason they teach all of these flashy looking techniques that look really cool in demos is because they look really cool in demos. And because it's going to get Joe Schmo who's watching to open up his wallet and start spending money. That's why people do these things. That's why they do the flowery, flashy looking techniques. Not for the reasons that they say, but because it's going to make people spend money. And these are things that are going to take years to perfect. So you've got students for years coughing up dough. Okay? Real self-preservation techniques, the stuff that is going to keep you alive, doesn't take a whole lot of time. Okay? It doesn't take years and years and years to learn how to jab somebody in the eye. It doesn't take years and years and years to learn how to bite somebody's nose off. It doesn't take years and years and years to learn how to stab somebody in the throat. Okay? If it did, then anytime somebody joined the military, they wouldn't be combat effective until 5 years down the road. Bullshit. Okay? People join the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, whatever the case may be. They go through boot camp, they go through their combat training, they're off. Okay? Because when it comes to saving your life, it doesn't take years and years and years to perfect that. What takes years and years and years is to learn how to do all the flowery shit that really has no effectiveness in combat. So, let's stop wasting people's time. Let's stop doing a disservice to those that come to us and ask us to show them the way. We're supposed to be the ones that are showing people what they need to save their lives and save the lives of the people that they care about. And if we're going to do that, let's cut the fucking bullshit. Let's teach them the stuff that they really need. And let's stop trying to line our pockets. Let's perfect the techniques that will preserve our lives. That's all I got to say about that. I'm Sifu Vic, and take care. Peace.